Hello, welcome to the reading room with Sylvie here. Today we're going to do a pick a card reading, and it's going to be from your boss, bosses, or co-workers' point of view. What makes you stand out and what makes you unique? So we'll get right into that. All right, so for those who like my content, please press that like and subscribe and press that bell icon for new video updates, and also comment. I love to hear from you. And sharing my link is awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you for being part of my YouTube channel. Timestamp down below. And yeah, choose your pile, take your time. Pause the video if you need to also. And I'll see you there. Hello, Group 1. Let's see what's going on with you. So we're having a few messages, and one is there is a shortage of money and time. So that's one of your messages you're getting, food for thought, I would say. But if you want the rest of the message, go on my Instagram. I'm going to place them there for you. Okay, so let's get started. So far you're having the house of like the work, or the house you have attention of the house. So you have attention of your job, of your boss, attention of your co-workers. But I feel like you have this way about them. They really enjoy you. They like you. That you feel comfortable. You're comfortable at this workplace. It seems like you integrated pretty good, and everybody's happy with you, or at least most people are happy with you. So let's find out what's going on here. Oh, there's cards here. Okay. What makes you unique? Let's get right into that. Oops. Okay. Well, first of all, this way. With that middle. Yeah, there you go. First of all, it's like you have a way of working, like So what makes you unique is how you accomplish things, how you go about doing what you gotta do, and it's like your wish to do it. Like so it's when you're given a task or your skill, like you're asked to do something, or even if you're not, you could be a person that takes charge. But regardless, it's like when there's different choices or different ways to doing things, you wish to do it this way, and you do it such an efficient way, and that stands out. That's unique to you, is how you work, how you're efficient, how you get through things, how you see it and then assess it and then do it with ease, and you always manage to accomplish it. And if there's something about creation, like or making, or if you're an artist, or if you're someone that needs to organize it and take it from start to finish, you're definitely someone that they're going to look at, because you have this way of working that you just know, like you have this way. Your boss, there you go. Exactly what I was going to start saying. But your boss sees you as having this knowing of what's going on. You have this sense, like if something's not going well, or someone's not going to complete something, or if this is the way to go, or you should be doing this. It's like, like you say, well, I feel, I wish, and it gets done. And so that's really unique to you. Again, your sense of feeling, your sense of knowing is so strong and right on. So tend to listen to you for that reason, that they even if they don't understand exactly if that's the way to go, or if that should be the right decision, they realize that you have this knack of knowing, and it always gets done. And so that's unique to you, and they haven't experienced someone like that before. And it seems like it's more like a boss, and if you're a student, it could definitely your professor, your teacher, or a mentor, like someone in your studies feels the same way, that's in charge. So yeah. And also, I feel like that could be your college, your university, your school, where you're learning. I never mentioned at the beginning, but it really feels like the Institute is really friendly and enjoying you. You fit right in, and it's someplace that's going to be very successful for you. I feel that. So what makes you stand out? Oops. Oh, it's a reverse. Okay. Well, it all has to do with how you work. How you work. Well, what makes you stand out is like you don't take it's not like you go, let's go, let's do it. You don't even encourage anyone. You don't inspire anyone. Not, oh, wait a minute. You may do that, but I mean in your decision. Sorry, I should start with that. Your decision, when you make your decision, when you decide to work, like they said here, like, when you're ready to go and do what you got to do, and you have this knowing about how you should go about it. You don't drag anyone along. You don't impose your direction. You don't inspire people to say, hey, let's go do this together. Like you leave them alone. Like you let them make their own decision, their own mind. You just go ahead and do it. Start it. That's what I meant. Ooh, I started off wrong. Maybe I'll edit that part. I'm not sure. Laugh out loud, All right. So yeah. So that's how it goes. And then here, again, people follow you. People enjoy being around you. People want to be with you. You're very successful. You stand out for the reason that everybody wants to be your friend. Everybody wants to be around you. Everybody wants to follow you, do what you do, dress the way you dress, look the way you look, walk the way you walk. I don't know. It seems like they want to copy you completely and embrace you at the same time because you have this way, and it's really good. But also, you don't include them. You don't bring them along. You don't tag them along, and they feel like, wow, they even want to go even more because of that, And sometimes you disturb the whole room. You disturb everything that's going on. But when you do that, there's always a new way of looking at things, a new way of going. But you do it without words. It's just your action, the way you are, where you go, how you start. Everybody's like, what are you doing now? Where are you going? What's going on? And they're paying attention, and they're all like ready to figure out what is going on, and then they'll definitely go. But you don't open up the doors for them. You don't even like tell them anything. So what makes you stand out is the way you go about doing things, and is pretty strong. Let me see. Is there any issues or problems or advice or something you should know? This is on the should you know basis about your coworker or boss. And if you're for the student that's listening, that is more like also I'm picking up that's the way it is. Like you make a lot of friends. A lot of friends want to be your friend. And if you're not with a lot of people or you don't have a lot of friends, it's because you're not noticing, because they do want to be your friend. Seems to be something that I need to say. The message coming through, I guess. Well, work-wise or study-wise, everything is fine. Everything is doing good. They just say that you're pretty much done. Like you're pretty much done what you are accomplished in what you are doing, where you're at. And what I'm getting is that you should seek. So you should look elsewhere, or you should look for something different, or something to raise you farther. Like, so whether it's money or task or challenges, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have to move out of the place, but also to join in or to be more part of the team. That seems to be something that you're being messaged about. because there's something even greater for you, and you kind of served your purpose in the way you've been and the way what you've been doing. And so that's the advice that they're giving, that the universe, your spiritual guide, your angels, depends who you believe. Yeah, it's there because you have this really strong way of working. You can advance even farther than you think. And the boss knows, the coworkers knows, your teacher knows. You walk your own path. There's too many cards. You walk your own path. And that's money, by the way. That's what I felt in this pile, was money. So in the future, you have potential to make more money, or have more abundance, or whatever your goal is, more of. And if you don't have a goal, you should set one, because you really, time to get going. So, the hangman says, don't rethink your path, succeed in it. Okay. So it's clarifying that this is definitely your advice is on what you're doing. So if you have a specific job that you've been doing, or work or career or studies, say stick with that path, but just make it more, or be more successful with it. Like, work on that part. Yeah. Because you're going to love it. Yeah. Because you're behind with your skills. You're behind with what you need to do. And that's yeah, I don't know. It seems like I was going to talk about more about the bosses and the coworkers and how they're feeling and stuff, but it seems like you've passed them. Like, it seems like there's no more talk about it. It's like either this job is ending because they see how you are, but there doesn't seem to be more advancement in it, or more thought past that, or it's stale. Like, it's not going to go anywhere unless you do something, and no one's going to think more about you. They see that you're a good worker. They see that you have this sense of knowing, and they all want to be around you and everything. But that's as far as it goes, right? And you have such a strong skill or trait about you that needs to be improved on, because not the skill and trait, but the path, like the direction of where you're going. It has to be like, I don't have the word that I'm not looking, but I'm trying to put out it, and it has to do with your expanding your career, your studies, your job, and that seems to be taking part of this reading. Not intentional, so it's meant to be. Your wish again. You wish you have something that you've been wanting to do, because it's really sticking out, and stepping on it, and saying, hey, it's time. You have everything you need. You also have your contacts. You have your contacts to be successful. You have everything you need. So there's something that you've been wanting to do, and you're not moving on it for some reason. And they say that, yeah, you go ahead, because you're behind on what you should be doing. You should be advancing. Group 1, let's see what's going on. We have a little message for you right here, and it's I'm developing a skill to direct my thoughts. It's a little food for thought right here. There you go. And if you want to read the rest there, I'm going to put it on Instagram. You can just go there, and I'll put a little saying for you, so you can easily find it. Okay, so wow, at your work, your bosses or coworker, there's something really, they really feel something really good about you. There's something special, like something that it's like you're so knowledgeable, or you have this way, this wisdom, or this, you understand how things work. So let's find out more. That's intriguing. Oh, I forgot to pull the deck out, so I'll do that right now. Yeah, so let's find out what's so What's so special? What's so unique about you? And there you go. Because there's something seems to be very deep and wonderful. Oh. Too many cards. Okay. Well, one of the things is that you have, you do a lot. Like you have a lot. You accomplish a lot, and you have so much potential. Like, so it's like you can open up so many doors. So your bosses or coworker or boss, even like if you're in the student, your teacher or professor, or they see the potential. They see that you have a future ahead of you that is like big. Like, I mean, you're so talented in what you're doing that and everybody would want you. You have they grab you up, like they swoop you up, like they see that, like they know it, and it's your mind. You have a wonderful mind. Your logic is like crazy, right on. Like, I mean, and you solve everything, or you have this potential of the way you think, potential of solving situations, or enlighten people. But your mind, the way your logic, the is you have this way of thinking that is different from others, and it's on point, and it's wise, and they appreciate it. Like, I mean, they really they know that what you're saying is true, or something to listen to, or you're someone that is interesting. You also have dreams, and your dreams are, wow, like, but for someone who listens to you, or hears what you have to say, that's the only thing, is that they're taken by how your brain works, and your ideas is crazy, and your dreams, that makes you unique. Your dreams makes you unique. Your mind. It's more about thinking in logic, being logical in a certain way that's not like everyone else. So what makes you stand out? Like, I mean, you're unique in your way of thinking, but does that make you stand out? Does people see it? Or is it just your coworker or just your boss on moments? You stir up things. That one seems like yeah. And that one. I feel like they all belong. Okay, so what makes you is you stir up. You stir up things by things that are not calm around you. That's for sure. And you're always rethinking, deciding, figuring it out. Like you're always thinking. But when you see something, you don't like just take it face value. You tear it apart with your logic, and you go and you hang back, and you like go and say, wow, is that make sense? Is it reality? Like you question it, and you question what's in front of you. You question what you're asked about. You question what you're asked to do. You're definitely a person that stirs everything up, and you stir it up in a way that you get kind of like stuck, because you're like, you want this, or you want that, or this is what's happening, and then you're like not open to it right away. Like, you like to walk away and leave things behind and think about it. Like, I mean, you walk your own path, you do your own logic, and then you'll choose what you're going to do. So someone comes up to you and gives you to tell you to do something, or they mention that this needs to be done. You question it, and you take your time. Like, you wonder, like, is it the right way? Like, you just don't jump in like and say, well, okay, I can do this. No, you get like, can I? It's very complicated for you to just jump in, and then you walk away, because you gotta take it in, right? And then you choose. That's how I get. That's your process. You just don't go do whatever anybody tells you to do. Like you just like it's so they have to approach you in a certain way because you are definitely someone who tears it apart and then decides. Yeah, that makes you stand out because you're very smart, but you don't just take for value what people say to you. This is there any advice or something you should know, or is there something, that you're lacking, or, like, I feel like it's this one. So, everything is good. No, you have this way of working that's very, very good, and don't doubt yourself because you know things and it's time. Always work on your speed or on your time, or do what you need to do when you need to do it. Always act on your plans. Don't let them sit there. Like, be active, proactive, and your world is really good. Everything turns into place. So you're on the right track. You're doing the right things. Don't let anybody sway you because you are very, very smart. Yeah. I feel like I'm going to pull these out right now. Yeah, things are fair. You are someone who rushes in when it comes to doing your job, right? When your job, because you were wondering about that. It's a decision. It's the start. It's how you what you want. But when you're actually doing the actual work, you're pretty fast at it. You do things in a fair way. Your work ethic is pretty good. You have this boss potential. So if you're not a boss, you should be a boss. That's what the universe tells you. Okay. They see you as calm, even though you stir up everything, and successful. And hard worker. So there's nothing negative when it comes to your boss or your coworkers. They all see you as someone who's very calm, because you step back and think, and you're not someone who rushes in and it's right here is your path. You stir up, you question everything, and you just don't rush in. Like when you first given it to you, you're like, I don't know, and then you have to walk away and then choose what you're going to do. No one makes you jump and do things at the moment. You're too smart for that. And here it shows you take time. You're someone who's quiet or retreats or reflects, and you are very successful at your job. You're a hard worker. So your work is not questioned whatsoever. Your actual work. Okay, group 3. Let's see what's going on with you. Let's see. All right. So we have a message. Oh, I have a card. This is the food for thought, so I'm going to say it right now. The physical me is materialized spirit. Yeah, the physical me is a materialized spirit. Look at that. You see that? So I have the rest of the message. I'm going to put it on my Instagram. You'll be able to find it there. Okay. So let's get right started. Ooh, things are moving. So things are moving at work. They're just going like crazy. Either you have to leave work, or you travel, or projects are moving in, and things are going. So work is very busy. Oh, I'll reverse. Of course, I always do that. Sorry. Okay. Oh, this way. Now we can shuffle it. So let's find out what's unique about you. Let's find out. There's one. Then we'll find out what stands out. Sort of almost the same, but not. Unique is more about skills and traits, I guess, and what you're doing at your work, and standing out is more about like how you're noticed, and what's about your look or your behavior or your performance kind of thing. So yeah, wow. What's unique about you is that you take your time. boys, you're slow. You're like, and I mean that in a good way. It seems like I was just teasing you when I said that. Not slow, but the way I said it. So anyway, you're definitely someone who notices everything, right? And you take your time, because like you don't always see everything fast or soon, or you kind of, it really is kind of slow getting it or understanding it. You can easily understand it, but it takes you time, and then when you do, you're very successful. So you're someone who you can't be rushed, and that's unique to you. So everybody knows that if they give you a project or give you something to study, or gives you a task, or they need to give you time to absorb it, figure it out, and then they know that they have every faith in you that you'll get it done. Fate. Okay. So what's unique? What's not unique? What's stands out about you? Wow. Oh wow. You have this way of being so positive. You're a very positive person. I would almost say that you're like someone who just don't see any problem in this world. You're like bubbly, or like enthusiastic, or just like someone who walks in the room and puts the sunshine in there. Like, I mean, here you are. Like, you're just someone who sees no problem, hears no problems, uh, sees life as full of opportunities. You accomplish all your goals, or your goals get accomplished. You kind of like, almost like you box your goals into sections or something. So if you have a different if it's at work, if you have a job, you'll get this done, and then you'll go move on to the next, and you'll get like, almost like, I want to say that you'll do and that makes you stand out and makes you unique, is that you take a task, and everything that belongs to that, you're going to finish it to perfection, or at least to your best ability, and then you move on to another one. You're not going to yo-yo back and forth, or let that go to do something else. You pretty much stay on track, or on like on your task, or your study, or whatever it is that you're doing. You're going to stay right on until it's done, from start to finish. But also, and then you're very successful, or you really place it in a good place. But for you, you don't see no problem. Things are well done in an easy way, and there's no problem ahead. You do one and you move on to the next, and you just see good things, and it reflects on you, and everything you do reflects on you. It's like a mirror in front of you, and you just see it clearly, and it doesn't stop you. So that's the message that I'm getting. So that's how you stand out, is that personality of yours, the way you also behave, I suppose, but perform too. That's huge for you, but that makes you stand out. Okay, so is there something you should know? Let's check that out. I know there's a card there. I'm gonna go dig it out. Oh, here it is. Oops. Again, success. Seem to have a lot of success. You have a lot of success for sure. Sometimes you're in your own space. Sometimes you're in your own space, and you gotta choose what you're going to do. So, yeah. Taking time out and being in your own space is very good for you. Like, I mean, you need your own time, and to rethink what you're doing, or calm yourself, or just be alone. You need your alone time. Very successful for you. It like recharges you, and then you can go ahead and battle life some more, or choose what you got to do. But yeah, take time out. Nothing wrong with it. It's really good, And then you can, because you're busy, always busy, on the go. That's why they mentioned a little time out wouldn't hurt you. That's the advice they're giving out, I guess. I know that is what they're giving out. So, what's the over outcome of your boss or coworker? Like, what's their view on you? Like, what they think about you? You know, like overall. It's funny. Every reading so far has been a little different. I mean, quite different. Even the positions of the cards, some of them have been different. So here, yeah, what you're someone that they find interesting and smart, and they have no problem with you. You're like someone that knows what they're doing, or you have this way of just for them. You're quite put together, you know. And yeah, they enjoy you completely. The team enjoys you completely. Your coworkers enjoys you. You're just, like I said, you're a breath of fresh air. You're like sunshine walking in, and you always get things done. You're someone who plans out their day or plans out their task and get it. You accomplish it with being happy and sunshine and bubbly and doing it in a way that. Makes everybody feel good and about who you are. So everything is good. Like you have this way about you that's really, really awesome. Well, I read that one. Sorry. um, Sometimes you stress. You stress because you do too much, and you're always there for others. So if you're wondering why you feel stressed or why you feel upset or what's upsetting to you, it's mostly about doing too much and doing too much and always being on the go, being there for everyone else. That would be your stress source. And what they just suggest that you take time out for yourself and take a little break. That's what it is. Group 4. Oh, quite serious readings, I think, a little bit. This is a message for you, a little food for thought. My financial success does not require hard work. So there you go. And there's more to it. I'm going to put it on my Instagram. You can go find it there and follow that and read that. Okay, so let's get right to it. Yeah, take a break. Take a rest. You need a rest. You need a break. So people are seeing that. This is something that's coming up for some reason. So what makes you unique? What makes you oh, wow, they all pop right out. Well, yeah, it's all reversed. So what makes you unique is that, wow, you have this way about you that brings on positive thinking. You're definitely like, if anything goes wrong or if you're hurt or things are not fair, you have a way of leading the way should given it to them, leading them, you know, and bringing in the sunshine. You see that, the happiness. So if someone's hurt or something's not going right at work or at school or in your studies or wherever, you tend to take it for yourself or take it and give advice or give what they should do or fix it for them. And you bring in the happiness. So this is work related. This is job related. So if anybody's having a hard time at work, you're there for them. That makes you unique because you actually care and you put positivity in the workplace. That's huge. What makes you stand out? Again, sorry. Your ideas. Your ideas, your plans, your thoughts, your ideas. What makes you stand out is your all the ideas that you bring forward. You definitely stand on your own on that. No one else has ideas like you. You take it to the top. You take it to yourself. Like you're alone in that department. Your ideas are awesome and they're worth battling out. They're worth figuring it out. Something needs to be figured out. They're going to give it to you. They know that you'll come up with the the sense of the direction of how things go. And if it's a debate, then you're going to debate in a good way, or you're going to know how to debate. But this is definitely something that stands you out. Whether you succeed or not, that's a whole different story. But it's definitely your ideas are something to be acquired, and they're way different than others. And yeah, but they're you to battle them out. I'm going to pick out another card. I want to know if that's good or bad, because it feels good. I'm getting it. I just want to make sure. Yeah, it's success. I just didn't want to say, I was picking up myself and my intuition. I was picking up that this was positive, but it is a negative card, and or maybe could be, and it just confirmed that it wasn't. It's definitely success. Okay. So this is any advice or problems, anything you should know. Anything. They have messages. Okay, there they are. They want to come out. Okay. So you seem to have extra things wanting to say here. Yeah, there are decisions you got to make. You got to make a decision, and you know it. Or you feel that you got to make a decision, or something's coming up. You sense that something's coming up. You have this knowing, or this intuition, or you're kind of like, you heard something and you're wondering what it's about. Yeah, it's going to shake up your world for sure. And it's definitely something you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to choose, and you're going to have to think about it, or plan it for the future. So there is something coming up that's going to make you a change of some kind, or something that's going to make you have to choose. There is that decision you will have to come to make it. And like it's not something that's new or you don't know about. It says that you have this decision that you feel that's coming up, and you're kind of worried about it. Or you feel that there's something coming up, or there's a change, or there's something, right? Something that you already know presently. And if you don't know, you will know soon enough. But, yeah, for you, it's like, oh, really? But, yeah, you got to choose what you want and plan for it. So you're forewarned that you should plan about this decision. Okay? Pull out your messages to go with it, because let you hang there. Oh, but you know what? You'll know what to do. Like, you have this way about you that you're going to be able to pick up everything and get going on it, and you're going to be inspired, and it's going to be something that you're going to take on, and you're going to definitely choose. It's going to be something for yourself. So this is going to change your outlook. And at work, we're talking work related, right? So this is going to change your outlook, and you're going to become more about yourself, which is good. You're going to decide to take care of yourself. So lesson learned, I guess, or yeah. So then it's going to change it for the better, because you tend not to take care of yourself as much as you should, and you should. But work-wise, everybody's happy with you, but you need a break. It says right here in the beginning, there's a rest that needs to be taken. Like things, come to a place where you need to make a decision. So that's separate. But at work, they don't. There's nothing wrong with your work. Like, you stand out and you're unique, and it's all in a good, positive way. So what's general, like what's going on? Like, what's the general overhaul? Like, what's the general thought or thinking about you and all of this? About, from your work or your coworkers or your boss. You see, you're perfect. You can do whatever you want. Have what you want. Yeah. So they said, well, there's something definitely upsetting you at work. It started with that. So there's something upsetting, and they're seeing you in a good light. They see that you work hard, and then you take care of others and stuff like this. but you're not taking care of yourself. And that's maybe you extend yourself too much to others because you bring in a lot of positivities to others, and you're brilliant in your way of thinking, your ideas. I mean, what you put to work, and you're definitely, your work is like excellent. You do whatever you want, and your wish is there for sure. You accomplish a lot. Whatever you want to accomplish at work, you can. But when it comes to yourself, people see that you're like down a bit, when it comes to yourself. So you kind of need a break or a rest, or go do something fun, because work seems to be a little heavy for you. I think you put out too much to others. That's the feeling I'm getting. You give and give and give, but you don't give to yourself. Although it makes you stand out at work and makes you unique, that is not helping you though. 5. Let's see what's going on here. So we have a little food for thought message here. I am a vibrational being in a vibrational universe. So there you go, food for thought. I'm going to put this card on Instagram. You can just go check out your message if you want. Okay. Yeah. So there's your messages. Oof. Things are not good. Broken hearts, or broken situation, or bad feelings. Let's find out what's going on at work. So apart from that, let's find out what's kind of going to be hard to concentrate on uniqueness and standing out with that coming right out, right? We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's find out about your unique skill traits and what makes you unique. Wow. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I know it's there. I feel like that's to be red. That's just not this one. Okay. So, yeah, what makes you unique is the way you go about doing things, the way you work, the way you are with others. You definitely are someone to pay attention to. You definitely pay attention to others. You work well with someone else. Definitely, you're such a hard worker, or accomplished worker, or you're a skilled worker. Like, your job is like, wow, look what that person did. So whether it's studies, or whether it's you're an artist, or crafting, or you're using your logic brain, that intellectual work, it's well done, and the way you vision your life, or envision your work, your I shouldn't say life, because I mean your work life, the way you envision that makes you unique. I mean, the way you see it, the way you look at it, the way you visualize it, the way you see your whole future when it comes to your job, your work, the way you visualize your work. I mean, you're so good at your job, you're skilled at your job. You do everyone else. Like, if someone's to look at your work and someone else's work, your work is going to stand out like by a mile. Like, you're so good at it. You take care of details. You're detailed. You're definitely someone who pays attention to all the little significant little things that need to be, make sure they're right. Whether it's the spelling, or the sentence structure, or the way things are put out, or it's the if it's manual, it's the little corners, or like that makes you unique. Your work is exceptional, and you work well with others. You're exceptional person that works well with someone else. Like, even though your work outstands someone else's work, when you're working with someone, it doesn't affect them. And that makes you unique, because you're not all in your head. Like, you're not all blowed up. Like, like I'm the best, so like I'm not going to work with you. You don't get any of that from you. That's interesting. So what makes you stand out? I feel like this belongs here, so I'll read it in a minute. Go there too. All right. You see how that works? Okay, so what makes you unique? The way you go about things, the way you see the world, the way you know everything, the way you're successful. Look at that. You're like just on top of the world. Like what makes you stand out is the way what you put out, the way you go about doing things, the way you work, the way you see no problem in nothing, the way you just take it and just go, and you're so successful, and you have this wisdom or this knowledge or this way of knowing how everything fits. You just walk in, and it's like a success. Like you own the place. Like, like the job gets done. Like everybody knows that if it's your work, if you're there, things are happening, things are going the right way, things are definitely succeeding. No worries. Like you are just like, wow, thank God you're here. Or thank goodness you're here, or whatever. But wow. So what is this? So I'm going to put this under the advice and problems, because this is definitely something that you're going to have to work out, but you know how to do it, and you're gonna have no problem. You just rush in with your emotions, right? Rush in with what you're feeling and saying. So you have something that you want to put out there that you've been holding on to, and yeah, you know what to do. So go ahead and battle it out. Go ahead and put your points out there. So there's something that's bothering you at work, right? Something that's quite heavy on your conscience or your heart, or like you're really bothered by it. It might not even be for you, it might be for someone else. Anyway, they're saying that, yeah, go ahead and put it out there, because you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. So, and it's, yeah, go say it for sure. And this is more on it. Open right up. Open right up, you'll be successful. Yeah, it's stressful. You'll stress for sure. You won't escape the stress of it, but yeah, the more you open up, the more successful you'll be. So that's about that. That's interesting. Okay, so overall, what's your coworkers and your boss or teachers thinks about you? Okay, they were quite loud, eh? This is quite loud message. New beginning, fresh start, sunshine. So for them, things are always new with you. Things always go like a new start. You always come in knowing what you need to be done or how it's going to be done, or you can give orders pretty good if you need to. You direct or be a team leader or boss yourself. But the way you go about doing things, it's everybody follows. Everybody, no one has a hard time with that. It's just such a wonderful pleasure to work with you, and everybody always feels like it's a new day or a new beginning or a new start. Whenever they work with you, it's like, wow, finally something good's going to come out of this, or something good's going to come, or they always get something new out of this situation, or they learn from you, and they grow from you. For them, it's always a new experience. Something comes to them from you, and so they love working with you. You're a pleasure.